What's going on, guys? Got a quick video here. So a lot of people have no idea how to get the suit or where the filaments are. This is the new update. Nobody's done this video yet, so I decided, hey, why not? So what I've done is I've populated the filament spawns completely and figured out exactly where every single possible filament spawn is on the map. And I'm going to show you every single one of those spawns. There's 12 in total. And we're just going to go over every single one, give you kind of like an idea of what areas to search, just to kind of go more in depth with what exactly you're looking for. So you have some filament spawns here on top of Athena research on the rooftop here. And then you also have some filament spawns in here on the top of Athena research in the hallway. And then you also have this one filament spawn under the table right here. Change the interval so I get less lag. And then we also have a couple more down here at the bottom of Athena research inside the main building. And then over here we have this little industrial area. There's a good amount of filament spawns in here as well. And then in the connecting building we have a bunch of filament spawns here in the hallway. We have some on the tables, and we have one on the box here in the stairwell, as well as up here on this bench we have a filament spawn. Down the hallway we have a bunch of filament spawns. In this room in here next to the lockers we have a filament spawn. And we have some more inside of this little civilian area on the shelves. We also have one in the stairwell. And then we have this one right here at the bottom of the stairwell. That's all of Athena Research's filament spawns. We're going to go over here and we're going to check out the tunnel. This one's going to be pretty simple. I don't really need to go in depth with this. Every single train car will have a chance to spawn the filaments. Let's turn on my my suit so I can see. There we go. Alright, so every single train car has a chance to spawn in the filaments as well, below Athena 3. And then we also have up here I can't remember what the name of this place is. BKLO2. BKLO2 will have filament spawns as well. You have a bunch inside of this industrial building. You have some around the propane tank here that you can see. And then you're going to have the filament spawns inside of the containers here. And then the truck over here will also have the chance to spawn filaments. And then the next spawn is going to be up here at BKL01. This one's a little bit more straightforward. So we have filament spawns inside of the main building on the first floor, inside of this civilian area. Pretty much every area here, inside of either the shop area or the civilian living quarters area, will have filament spawn chance. And we'll also have some filament spawns in here inside of the shed. And then some around the propane tank again, and inside of this industrial area here. And then the next potential spawn is Athena 2. Athena 2 will have a bunch of potential spawns for the filaments. We're going to have a bunch inside on floor 1. On floor 1, it's going to be back here inside of this little area and in the hallway. On floor 2, we're going to have a bunch inside of this main hallway area. We have some inside of the computer area. And one out here on this bench. Floor 3, we're going to have some in this hallway. as well as back here in this little area here. I don't know what to call this, like the armory area, the armory / industrial area. And then that's it for floor 3. On floor 4, same thing, we got more hallway spawns. And we have the what is this? The warehouse. We have some in the warehouse. We have one right here and one on top of the table itself. And then it looks like we have one out in front of the actual armory that we can get. And that should be it for floor 4. That's pretty, I mean, all the spawns are pretty self-explanatory, but the big thing is that there's only one of each filament that can spawn on the map in vanilla at any one point in time. So every single one of these spawns has a chance to spawn one. So you're looking at potentially thousands of spawn points that you're looking for. So I'm trying to go as in-depth as possible to help you find filaments as quickly as possible if you're going for the suit. And then downstairs is going to be pretty simple. You just run around the circle and you can find some filaments down here if they do spawn. Great. Alright. So the next spawn area is going to be up here at BKTO8. BKTO8 is tier 3 industrial here on the rafters, or on the I don't know what to call those. Well, the industrial spawns here on the side of the building. The containers here. And that'll be it for those. And that's it for BKTO8. The next spawn is going to be down here at the sawmill. We're going to have a bunch here at the sawmill. We can get some filament spawns inside of this main building here. And on the scaffolding. Scaffolding, I remember the name. Nice. And then up here, up top, we have some filament spawns up here on the shelf. Down here, at the bottom of it, we have some filament spawns. And then in this shed here, we have some filament spawns. And over here in this barn, we have some filament spawns. And then in the sawmill itself, we're also going to have some filament spawns scattered around the corners of that. Pretty simple. And then in the industrial building here, only the first floor has a chance for filament spawns, so you can just quickly peek in here and that'll be easy enough. And we have some in this other shed over here. And in the train building, we also have some filament spawns. And that's it for the sawmill. Oh. Nice. Okay. That's it for the sawmill. Now we're going to go up to the peak at the tower, at the radio tower. We're going to be looking at some filament spawns scattered all around this entire place, like every single building except for the destroyed one. We're going to have some filament spawns. I don't really need to explain these because I'm sure you know that they're all going to be ground floor here. So there's filament spawns here at the radio tower. We have filament spawns here on the first floor of the sewing factory, of the sewing building. Or what is this, the press building? Yep, this industrial building here. And then we're going to have some more in the shed. And these crates will also have a good chance for filament spawns. Every single one of the containers will have filament spawns. And then we're going to have the actual harbor. The harbor will also have a chance for filament spawns. So pretty much everywhere inside of this building is going to have filament spawns. Either inside of the main section or in even the bathroom, I believe. Or I don't think there's a bathroom for this one, no. But either side of these doors will have a chance for filament spawns. And then every single container in the actual shipyard will have a chance for filament spawns. That's self-explanatory. We have this other building over here. Filament spawns throughout. We also have a filament spawn inside of the bathroom, like I was gonna say before, on the little grate there, the propane tank, and everywhere around this main area. We also have filament spawns on top of this building here. A lot of people probably don't look at the top, and because filament spawns literally have a chance to spawn at every single one of these, it's really important to remember that we have to be looking at areas like this, because if you're playing on a low pop server, there's a very good chance that these will not be found at all. Like, nobody will go up here, nobody will look. They'll be looking for the filaments, but they won't find them. We also have filament spawns inside of the main part of the building. And then in the other building here, we also have some filament spawns on the first floor. On the second floor, we have one filament spawn right there. And on the third floor, we have 3 potentials, one in front of the comm, and then 2 in front of that door there. We don't have any on the roof here, which is good. And then remember, every single container. This is going to be probably one of the biggest ones, one of the hardest ones to actually find your filaments, because it has the most spawns. But if you were to come here, you probably have a really good chance to find it. And then the last, actually there's 2 more, sorry. There's one more right here at the hospital. We're going to have some filament spawns in these containers. In these 2 containers. And we also have, nope, that's it. There's only those 2 containers. There's only 4 spawns at the hospital, but they're still worth checking, even though there's only 4 spawns. And then over here, this is the last one. This is the construction area just north of the hospital. We're gonna have a ton of filament spawns here. This is a really good place to just check it out and see if you can't find it. I've found some filaments here before. On Summerx official server. But scaffolding, filament spawns. The first floor of these industrial buildings will have filament spawns. All of the containers will, the sheds, all of that. And it looks like every single floor of the actual building has a chance for filaments, except for, nope, second floor has 1 spawn. So every single floor has a chance for a filament. Even back here in this area has a chance for a filament. So look in every single nook and cranny and corner of this building to get the most out of your run. But for filaments, this is it. On vanilla, every single one of these spawns, I completely saturated these spawns, so I know that this is it. Like, these are all the possible spawns in the Namalsk for filaments. There can only be a minimum of 1 of each filament and a nominal of 1 of each filament every, I believe, 2,700 seconds. And every 2,700 seconds, a new one will spawn if somebody picks it up. So if somebody picked up a red one will spawn somewhere else on the map in one of these industrial spawns. And if nobody touches one of the 3, then they'll just stay there pretty much every restock cycle for the lifetime of the filament, until the filament itself despawns and respawns somewhere else. But this is gonna help you get towards your Lantia grind, because right now getting to Lantia takes so much longer than I think people anticipated. Actually looking for the filaments is going to be your main grind now, because every other item to get to Lantia is pretty easy to find now. Sumrak just changed the actual Lantia module to spawn at the Phoenix oil rig, and we also have the key card still spawning at the sub, which is still a journey, but you can do that in an afternoon now. So actually getting your filaments will be the grind. And on top of that, you're looking for your blueprint for the suit, but that's not going to be nearly as hard, because all you have to do is look up and down the coast here. It has a chance to spawn everywhere up and down this coast, all the way down to about here, I believe was the last spawn point. So from the tip right here all the way down to here is a chance for the lifeboat to spawn in. But this is all I got for you. I hope this video was informative. and it showed you exactly what you need to do to get to Lantia. I know a lot of people are super excited, people who don't have the ability to look around the map for filaments. They're super excited to get there. And some servers are going to beef up the filament spawns, which on servers like Day 1 I think is definitely a requirement. There's almost no way for small players to get their hands on filaments unless the spawns are a little bit beefed, because right now the groups are just going to be farming these spawns all day long, running from point to point to point. This video is going to make that a little bit worse, because I'm sure a ton of people in the community are going to be curious about where they are, but still, this is a good way. This is a good video, good guide for you to send your friends if you guys are out farming, and then potentially you guys will be able to get exactly what you need to get to Lantia and explore Namalsk in its entirety. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.